Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. This is part 4 of the making a homemade crossbow series of videos. I showed you my progress and go over it and all that and where I've got to now. Right, so I'll just show you where I've got to. Now this isn't the finished product, but I'll explain all that later. Right, at the minute I've got something that actually looks like a crossbow, but this isn't finished. What I've done, I've added the spring here to hold the bolt down, a part there to add a sight, stick a little bolt there so we've got a sight. I've adjusted the trigger because it was sticking, that doesn't stick now, and the nut that spins freely, and I've made a couple of prods. Here's one, but the only thing really, it's not powerful enough. I have tested this and it works alright, but there's hardly any power. This one is made out of saw blades. It's six or five saw blade parts that I've cut, but it's not powerful enough. You shouldn't really, crossbow, you shouldn't be able to pull it back with one hand like that, So what I'll do is I'll keep that prod and I'm gonna make a smaller crossbow and use it on that. So that prod will go onto this. So this is going to be coming up soon. This one. That's the whole design there, everything. So I'll do that one soon. Maybe sooner than later, because I'm having a bit of trouble with the prods really. As you can see, with that one wasn't strong enough. And I've made wooden ones. This was one I was making, but it broke. I made it too thin. That was working alright, but it just wasn't good enough. And then I did another one here. This one was really good, but I made it too thin there, and then it snapped. So what I'm going to do is get some more wood off of Malcolm, my brother. He's got a lot of wood because obviously he makes bows, doesn't he? I'll get some more wood. This is ash, I think. I'll get some more wood, make some prods, and actually follow some instructions, because I just did it off my own sort of back. I didn't really ask anyone how to do it. That's why I didn't really do them right. So I'll have a look on these videos and other people's videos to find out how to do it properly. Another thing I'm going to do is make a recurve version. I don't know if this is 100% I'm going to do this, but I might do, because I've got a feeling that a lot of them are recurve anyway. I don't know if it is recurve what I'm talking about, but what I'm going to do is make a steaming box and then bend these prods into that kind of shape, you know what I mean? So they're both, or just in a, like a U shape, and then you can fit the string on, and then they haven't got such a long pull. That's the problem with a crossbow prod, wooden crossbow prod. They're so short compared to a bow. See, it's half the size of a bow, so it means it's harder to bend. Just everything about it's harder really. So a recurve version may be easier. Right. So that's the prod so far. So basically, so far I haven't got a prod. I would like to make a spring steel one, or not make, but find some decent spring steel, make one out of that. But at the minute I haven't got access to any, metal, so I can't do a spring steel one. The saw blade ones, I thought I could do, like, cut another load, and then you could have like 6 on each side, similar to what my crossbow is up there. That's 2 sections. I could do that, but I haven't got enough saw blades, so that's that out of the question. I said about the recurve prod using steam. Oh, and then Malcolm said another thing you could do is tent poles. Fiberglass tent poles would probably work. So if I can get hold of them, Because I could buy a prod, but that's not the point. I wanted to make 100% homemade crossbow, as I said. You know, because I've seen other homemade crossbows. There's one thing they don't make is prod. You know, it's bought. You can tell it's bought. I want to try and make it completely homemade. But that is the hardest bit. I knew the stock and all that would be easy. Well, not easy, you know what I mean, but I knew I could do that. I knew also from the beginning the prod would be a pain in the arse. So anyway, the big crossbow, I can still work on it because I can still make it all nice. But so far the big crossbow hasn't got a prod. But I'll still keep trying to make a prod. And then I can finish that off nicely. So future videos are going to be this. If I struggle to make a prod for that, I'll make this, and we'll call this the carbine crossbow or something, homemade carbine crossbow, and I'll make this with that prod. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a small pistol crossbow, but with a ready-made prod that I've already got. This is for, so that video series will be how to make a pistol stock for a crossbow or something like that, you know. So you get an existing prod, but make a better stock than that. There's how that goes. So you can make a nice fancy wooden stock over that, you know. So that's what will be coming up. How to make a pistol crossbow, how to make a carbine crossbow. Those two will definitely be finished, and I'll keep working on this crossbow. I'll keep working on this until it's done, basically. There's still plenty I can do, like I said. I can still varnish it, clean up all the metal, add the sights. I've got to add some metal here to strengthen it. Yeah, so there's plenty of work to do. So that was part 4, that was the progress. As you can see, there wasn't a massive amount of progress, but now you know what I've been doing. Basically, you know, making prods that break. But now, you know, you can't even bend it with your hand, they're so strong. Right, that's the end of part 4. Part 5 will be coming up soon, and the other series of crossbow videos will be coming up soon as well, plus plenty of other videos. Don't forget to go to my blog, the link will be down there. Plenty of new entries. I've put about 6 or 7 new entries since my last video, so don't forget to check them out and spread a bit of the old money love, as Mad Bad Voodoo always says. Alright, thanks a lot, see you later.